Just got the sand out of my bag from my last trip. You think those Adirans were onto something? Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge? You may be right. I just hope we made the right decision. You took the words right out of my mouth, Oddboy. Now that the researchers can research, think of what we'll learn. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint. They have a second chance, which is more than most get. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. Pleasant dreams.
I've been meaning to talk to you about Katoa and Hayako. I didn't think it was possible to talk them down, but you managed it. And you say more than their foolish hides. Plenty. Those two fought for Rawatai in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adir finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remain secure and defended in their tower. Yeah. The problem is, when you go looking, you're bound to find one. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one. Or they'll have us fighting on too many fronts. Stunts like theirs will only draw the ire of the Steel Garrote, or the full force of the Adiran army if they push hard enough. Believe me, I want to be wrong about this. The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adir, it'll be someone. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
When you were in the Navy, did you ever get shipwrecked?
Once. The seas were choppy, and we scraped the edge of a reef. Pretty far from any of our bases, unfortunately.
And when the rations ran out, did you
what?
Did you eat any of your crewmen?
No, we went fishing and harvested fire kelp. Why?
Cannibalism is supposed to be good for the soul. According to research, anyway.
What research?
I've also heard that sailors have appetites that can't be sated on land.
Oh, I can attest to that.
Sometimes it's just about survival. You make different decisions when your life is on the line.
You people read too many adventure stories. Doesn't the thought make you queasy?
On the bright side, if we're ever short on supplies, it's useful to know who gets eaten first.
I've always thought that you looked good enough to eat, Kai.
Just remind me never to get on a ship with any of you.
just gonna say it. I regret eating the cheese you stole from Marius.
The only thing I regret is the noises my stomach made afterwards. You want to split the rest? I really shouldn't eat it all myself.
I thought you'd never ask. Careful with that thing. We're not even sure what it does. And some of us have to sleep here.
Oh, it's getting stronger now. We have to get the rest of the pieces, just to see what happens.
I'm trying to remember the academic term for something that's driving me mad.
What does this hypothetical term describe?
What's the word for a soul that breaks apart, becomes two people, and then in life they are sworn enemies?
That sounds too specific to have its own term.
There has to be one, right?
I can't think of one. Oh, you could probably make up your own.
I couldn't just do that.
Why not? I do it all the time. Or you could even parlay that into an entire field of research if you play your cards right.
Tempting, but dangerous. I really ought to exhaust one field of research before starting another.
If you insist.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. It doesn't, but I appreciate the effort. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Trying? I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. walked away, Envoy. And I kept walking. I did. Don't think I ever said it out loud, but I abandoned him. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Third Born. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, Yatsley, it's felt easy. Too easy. I've gotten comfortable. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Come on, you know my story now. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Or maybe I learned plenty. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that. What? No, I didn't. He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone. How can I remember him without remembering that? He'd tell me to pull my head out of the muck and look to what's ahead. That I messed up, but that's no reason to keep messing up. And he'd probably do it over a cup of his awful merc brew. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way I remembered him. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Tama always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. As a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm not exactly a featherweight. Never did like climbing rigging.
Shadows! French break. Just we move!
Whack 10!
Next one's mine!
Worse and rough! Worse and rough!
I'm not used to quiet.
Stinging wasps!
We see you!
You dare in our bar! battle.
Star Meadow is so beautiful, isn't it? Maybe someone back at Solace Keep could make us something pretty.
Weimergon's 10 frosty balls are you doing here? How did you even find this place? Well, I don't smell his rum-sick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on, then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. I knew that old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed. Oh, we robbed him. Well, Koa and I robbed him. That way just stood around while we did it. Not sure he even noticed. He told you he was a merchant, right? Well, he lied to you. We used to run guns. When the powers that be were fighting over Deadfire, we'd buy or steal munitions from Rauatai and sell them to the Republics. After the mortar fell, Nagunu started looking for a new master, and found a number of willing souls in Adir. Then your countrymen brought those same guns to the Living Lands and pointed them back at me. Couldn't have that. So Koa and I helped Nagunu set up one last big deal, stole the money, and dumped our hold into the sea. Sure, but when the plague's over, where do you think all those weapons would go? But that's old news, Envoy. What does Nagunu want? Knew it! Hold on. How did you find out? That's just his style. He's too much of a coward to come after me directly. But how is he gonna do it? A little reunion. Cute. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Naturally. Taue never saw a boot he wasn't keen to lick. And Koa? Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But if he's been researching poisons up in the little lighthouse, plotting our demise, I can't risk it. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. You mean poison him instead? Yeah. Yeah, I see how that could work. He doses our drinks, you switch the cups, bam! But how do I know I can trust you? The crazy thing is, I actually believe you. You spared that guy who tried to kill you, and saved Fior from the Steel Garrote. You may be the Emperor's envoy, but you're not his dog. Alright, I'll go to the captain's reunion. And when the time comes, you switch the drinks. Got it? See you in Thirdborn, Envoy.
Keep quiet. It's easy when you do it.
I was just getting warmed up.
Check your right. This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage. We're not used to fighting.
Not looking so good.
Whack 10! Worse than rough!
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Beware, Outlander. A fiend haunts these lands of such beauty and terror that a mere glance could unravel your courage. Reengrim, the Archmage of Terror. A cold heart beats in her chest, starved of love or mercy, like the frozen breath of Rimagond. Do not seek her out! Spare yourself my awful fate! I sought the Archmage to conquer my fear of death, to keep Berith at bay. But Reengrim, her help came at a terrible cost. She showed me how I'm going to die. And it's more awful than I could have imagined. I'm going to be trampled to death by wild horses. I have yet to see a horse in the living lands, but that just means they could be around any corner. But I've always wanted to see the plains. Oh, fine. Now be gone, Outlander. Guard your mind and soul, for the Archmage of Terror haunts the living lands. Beware.
Quiet as the depths.
Holy gods! Someone actually came! Please, you have to help my friends! They're gods! They're monsters! We were trading. Some of your soldiers patrolling. They needed water. There was an earthquake, and Amiwa, gods, she started screaming. Please, help them! They were good people, and I can't, I'm not... Their souls can't rest like this, and I'm not strong enough to put them down myself. Please, they didn't deserve... They were... My gods. How did this happen? Yes! Helia on high, that's exactly what I need. Thank you. You're a good person. You'll be better than me. Find me when it's over.
These poor people. Let's end their suffering quickly.
Disturbs us. Spear in the eye. Feed them to the earth.
I couldn't do anything. I'm gods. I'm useless. But you helped them. They can rest now. How did you find us? What are you doing out here? Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead. I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive? What? But that's... Oh, Rwanga knows something, doesn't she? Both of you do. Oh, that makes sense. And Rwanga's going to turn it back around on him, isn't she? Maybe it's time to stop. Stop running. Stop hiding. Turn and face things. Face Nagunu. All right. I'll go. I'll go to Thirdborn. As soon as I can find the courage.
You've got people looking out for you. Take courage in that.
Thank you all. I'll try.
You do that. But remember, you've got friends waiting for you. Why don't we go back to the swordfish? See if the others made it.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy. What I didn't know how to deal with was the shame, knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
Yatsik, remind me not to make you mad. That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp. Right behind you. Spook you.
be a god? This is preposterous.
Yes. But have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Intent. Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, plinking how it will.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even the child at play steps on ants in the garden.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense.
Will it create or destroy? It thrills us.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Carry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodika, from outside or within.
There. Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
Even though I can't use them anymore, I'm loath to give away my perfumery supplies.
Why would you have to give them away?
I fear I've lost my sense of smell forever.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's either that or you've suddenly stopped your odorous assault. One is far more likely than the other.
Well, I might have put a bit of that perfume you gave me in my pits. Just a bit.
That's wonderful news. Oh, it doesn't irritate you or anything of the sort?
Not irritated, no.
Good, I'm glad. I was a little worried about not using a seed oil base, but it seems to have smothered your scent quite well.
I just wanted to keep the animals away.
Yes. Keep the animals away, not your friends, dearie. I'll make a new batch for you just as soon as I'm able.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
Don't forget your friend Tycho. And his completely evil
Are they? Did you?
Are they dead? It had to be done.
Loss never makes sense, dearie. I'm so sorry.
Let's go, Nameo. We need to be with them now.
If Shatterscar is like this now, well, we should get going too.